battles gone, 2 winners secured. Yet, the story of this round is far from over. God's goodness has just claimed victory over Malizu. But for Malizu, the door is not yet closed. She lingers in that narrow corridor of possibility, waiting on the judges' scales and the margins of tonight's final results, alongside Excel and whoever falls next, for the solitary best losers ticket into the quarterfinals. And now, the spotlight swings to our third and final debate of the evening. One that strikes at the very heart of Nigeria's identity and priorities. Should the government fund cultural festivals? At stake is more than advancement to the next round. It is the debate about heritage and responsibility, about economy and expression, about what we choose to preserve and what we demand the state must carry. The contestants stand ready. The motion is on the table, and the audience leans forward in anticipation. This is the last word of round 2's opening chapter, a debate that could decide not just progression, but the fate of those still waiting on hope. Welcome to the final debate of round 2. Maryann?
Yes, of course, and we have our contestants already sitting pretty and maybe handsome, for the want of a better way to describe them. We have our contestants.
Let's meet them. Applaud them as they step onto the limelight. First, two of Port Harcourt's finest. Let's make welcome first to 15-year-old community secondary school Port Harcourt student. She's going now to... Okay, that's him. Okay, yes. Oh, you are progressing now to SS3, isn't it? Brilliant. 15 years of age. Nigeria. Please say welcome to the young Orike Bestman. Isioma. Welcome, Bestman. How are you doing, man?
Very well, thank you.
Ready for this showdown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. His opponent, also from Port Harcourt, from Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt. She's also on her way to SS3. She's also 15. Nigeria. Please welcome Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous. Welcome, Tayo. Welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Ready to rumble?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right. Lagos, while we get ready to hear these youngsters, we're live again on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Don't forget that we're also on X, and we will be putting up our polls for Facebook, YouTube, and X. But in the meantime, please let us gather for our family meeting on Facebook and on YouTube.
Special thanks to all the guys making it happen. Tunde Abdul Salam, joined by Mercy to ensure you can see us on social media, and also the rest of the crew, Olamide Faduju, Kenneth Odueme. These guys not only working the back ends, but also moving around with their roving cameras, trying to make sure you capture all the different angles. Like, for instance, you'll see them at work now when we announce to you the chaperones of these two brilliant students here. First, Bestman is chaperoned by his teacher, Mr. Okon Kingsley Chinedum. If the camera could go there, and if we could have Mr. Kingsley wave at the camera, that is Bestman's chaperone. Also, Tayo is chaperoned here by Mrs. Ifoma Tayo. Akinwande, her mother. Thank you, Mummy, for supporting Tayo all the way here. Thank you very much. You can catch them on the screens now. All right, let us go into this debate.
Yes, you have already picked your side. Who's supporting and who's opposing?
I'm supporting.
Okay, so Taya, you are opposing. That means Bestman, you are kicking off the competition. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You have 4
May
minutes.
the best man or best woman win.
Okay. Bestman, your 4 minutes starts now.
Fellow Nigerians, can we build a better future by ignoring the wisdom of our ancestors? Do you know how many elders died with their stories untold because no one paid to listen? Please, I give a good day to the honorable judges, prestigious moderators, co-debater, and my essential listeners from various platforms. I am Orike Bestman, Isioma, proudly from Community Secondary School, Coronado of Port Harcourt, and I rise categorically to firmly support the motion which states the government should fund cultural festivals. My points are straight and lucid. 1. Government funding secure safe festival. Only the government can coordinate robust security. Private bodies cannot be trusted with such responsibility because their loyalty is to shareholders, not the people. Example, at Osun-Osogbo Festival in August 2023, NSCDC deployed 2,000 personnel to prevent unrest. 2. It unites diverse nation. In NAFES 2022, Lagos gathered 29 states on one cultural showcase, creating pathways for reconciliation, mutual respect, and cross-cultural empathy. Let me remind you, festivals are the bridges government builds where politics fall out. 3. It boosts Nigerians' image. Nigeria's NAFES 77 made global headlines. It wouldn't have been possible without government backing. No private body, I repeat, no private body can pull global logistics, diplomatic invitations, and international marketing at that scale. If you can, prove it. 4. Equal access for all citizens. Without public funding, only the wealthy and urban communities celebrate festival. Marginalized or rural culture gets left behind. Example, at Baggy Festival in Niger State, the women artisan store were funded by the government, enabling broader participation. Culture should not be reserved for the elites because culture for the few is no culture at all. 5. It sparks literacy. At Doba Festival in Kano 2024, students gain access into pre-colonial governance by witnessing traditional procession and speeches. The state education link up made it possible. Scholars from Bayero University Kano found significant improvement in students' historical knowledge after participation. 6. Historians strive when culture is funded. Festivals are not just entertainment, they are performances of history. Historians strive when these cultural expressions are kept alive, allowing them to study traditions as they are practiced, not just from old texts. When history isn't recorded, it's forgotten. When culture isn't recorded, it's paused, stop. 8. Cultural tourism. A study by Kwara State found that cultural festivals contribute 21% of the event's tourism development. According to Nigeria Tourism Development Authority, cultural festival contribute to national unity by gathering over 250 ethnic groups through shared cultural experiences. 9. National cohesion. At the inaugural Things Fall Apart Festival, June 29 to July 5th, 2025, acclaimed author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie pleaded for Igbo unity in cultural erosion. Harcourt reflected deep identity preservation in chaotic times. When culture calls us home, we must answer before forgetting becomes our fate. 9 and 10, it elevates culture as a tool for nation building. Imagine a foreign investor marveling at Lagos Eyo Festival. If we don't amplify our story, it becomes someone else's narrative. 11, culture is a public good, not a private commodity. Private sponsors are profit driven. They tend to focus only on festivals that guarantees return, ignoring less commercial but equally vital events like book festival and traditional storytelling. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Eagle has landed with half a minute to spare, to be sure. Well done, Bestman. Bestman is from Community Secondary School in Port Harcourt. Where in Port Harcourt, though?
Roma Hollow.
Community Secondary School,
Okoronado.
Yes,
Okoronado.
We remember.
Yes, I remember the little song that formed in our head in your first first appearance. Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next debater. Marvellous, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your 4 minutes starts now.
Festivals are parties. Governance is serious business. They do not mix. Good evening, honorable adjudicators, moderator, my co-debater, and listeners everywhere. I'm Akinwande, Marvellous, a student of the prestigious Effort Secondary School, Port Harcourt, and I stand firmly to oppose the motion which says that the government should fund cultural festivals. First and foremost, priorities versus parties. Nigeria's prices shot up to 33.95 inflation in May. Even in 2025, inflation was still above 20%. Nigeria is a third world country with accompanying economic struggles, with 63% of our population living in extreme poverty and evident lack in various sectors. Funding cultural festivals is a complete waste of resources. Secondly, the primary duties of a government is the people administration, legislation, policy making, law making, amongst others. Meddling in cultural festivals would be a distraction to the government. Thirdly, Nigeria has over 250 ethnic groups with varying cultures and cultural festivals. Imagine if each ethnic groups organize at least 3 festivals yearly. That's 750 festivals per year. How many of these you want our government to fund? Fourthly, it would distort the growth of the private sector. When corporate individuals fund cultural festivals, there's an opportunity for them to advertise your products on a larger scale and reach larger audiences. This will not be possible if the government is funding cultural festivals. Let's also consider bureaucratic bottlenecks in government. Most of these cultural festivals are time-bound significantly for what they represent. For example, the New Year festival celebrated by the Igbos takes place between August and October because it signifies the end of the rainy season and beginning of new harvest. Delays in budgetary allocation and approval could distort the timing of these festivals. For government funding cultural festivals will also mean plunging Nigeria into deeper debts. Nigeria borrows to fund almost all major projects undertaken. Our debt profile as of 31st March 2025 was at 149.39 trillion naira. Starting the government with the responsibility of funding cultural festivals would mean more borrowing and more debt accumulation. My dear opponent, should we mortgage our future to party? Also, government funding cultural festivals, they become political platforms for political parties to fight their opponents. Rivers State is a case study. Moving on, there's also a risk of prioritization of popular cultures. Government funds will tend to prioritize the major or popular cultures rather than the minority ones. When government funds cultural festivals, our cultures are also at a risk of extinction. The government in Nigeria is not a continuum. It changes after every 4 years. And each new one elected in power tends to neglect whatever it is that their predecessors had already started. You see that putting our cultures in their hands will put us at a risk of extinction. Also, there's unequal economic strength of states. While state A may be able to fund their cultural festival effectively, state B, by reason of the meager funds made available to them, may not be able to, should the cultures of such a state be left to die out. Government funding cultural festivals will also promote a one-size-fits-all approach. Same budgeting, same planning, and same execution. Festac 77, Canary Reef, and the Calabar Carnival all follow the same pattern. Is this really what we want for all our cultural festivals, where there's supposed to be diversity? Also, people could also lose interest as it pertains to government issues. The people in Nigeria citizens tend to have more faith in the private sector rather than the government because they have proven time and time again that they are not to be trusted. Also, it could put our cultures at the risk of commercialization. The aim of the investor here, which is the government, is to recoup their investment and maximize profit rather than cultural preservation. Government funding cultural festivals will also mean fanning the embers of corruption. To just be another opportunity for corrupt government officials to inflate budget and loot funds. Friends and family of government officials suddenly become party planners, dancers, entertainers, food servers, and the rest, all because they want to embezzle public funds. These government funding cultural festivals could also lead to loss of authentication. A festival like the Calabar Carnival has seen mannerisms and displays that are completely alien to any culture in Nigeria. Like the lighting of the Christmas tree, we see nudity, we see indecent exposures. I am a proud Yoruba girl. My culture doesn't teach me nakedness. How about yours, my opponents? Thank you.
Wow. Right. Brilliant opening. Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous of Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt, is going to SS3. She's 15. Same situation as her opponent, Orike, Bestman, Isioma of Community Secondary School, Port Harcourt. Brilliant openings, both of you. And now we'll get set for your rebuttal rounds. Before that, a quick break, and we'll be back shortly.
If you are hungry for Nigerian flavor, step into Janla Foods, where every bite tastes like home. From fresh sizzling seafood to hearty soup, from smoky jollof rice to mouth-watering swallow and sides, we serve it fresh, we serve it local, and we serve it delicious. We are cooking for you every day at number 45B Suez Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4 in Abuja, and at number 37 Body Thomas Street, opposite Access Bank in Lagos, and of course at number 40 Fola Oshibo Road, Lekki Phase 1. Follow the taste on Instagram at ejanla.ng. That is at ejanla.ng. Ejanla Foods, your taste buds will thank you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm Femi and she is
Maryann.
We're ready for the rebuttal round.
Yes, of course. Without further delay, we'll move to the next item, but then we're switching places. We're going to start this time with Marvellous. Marvellous, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your 4 minutes starts now.
I've listened to the points advanced by my opponents, and they all point in the direction of cultural festivals being advantageous. Well, undeniably they are, but I fear you've misunderstood the context of this debate. You see, we are not debating on whether or not cultural festivals are good. The bone of contention here is whether the funds that are provided to us by taxpayers taxpayers' funds should be channeled into the funding of these cultural festivals. While I'll rebut the few points you made in context, you talked about, in no particular order, of course, you talked about unity. Well, in Nigeria's unity is in our green and white as Nigerians. Nigeria's cultures are too vast and too many. There is no amount of cultural fusion that is going to make extreme cultures merge. No amount of, like you talked about Lagos organizing a cultural festival involving so many states. No matter how you want to put, we have 250 cultures. We have 250 ethnic groups with varying cultures and cultural festivals. No matter how you want to fuse them, we can never merge. Our culture is in our pride as our identity as Nigerians, not in our individual cultures. You also talked about tourism. The tourists may come quite alright, although in low numbers because of our inherent problems. But all the chunks of revenue that we think that we get from them would also be leaked back to foreign. Would eventually be leaked back to foreign. Will eventually follow them back, because we import virtually everything that we need to sustain their temporary stay in Nigeria. So if you look at it critically, we've practically gained nothing from this tourism. Also, it may surprise you to know that all proceeds from all tourism activities in Nigeria, both in and out of festivals, contributes only 1.26 in comparison to the revenue that is gotten from our internally generated revenue. That's our IGRs. My question is, why don't we channel all our energy to the development of our IGRs rather than investing massively in cultural festivals? If the government funds cultural festivals, I would like to ask you, what then would be the duties of traditional rulers, the duties of traditional institutions, the duties of council of elders and all that? They practically become useless. Government is not the custodian of culture. It is in the people's place to preserve their culture themselves. The government has other serious business to deal with, like the safety and maintenance of citizens' welfare. You also talked about pride. Nigeria's pride will only be restored when we can boast of a nation that is free from corruption, when we can boast of a nation that is free from bad governance. China built a 1,000-bed hospital in less than 1 week. That's pride, not in parading masquerades and face painting. That is not where our pride lies. You also talked about cultural elevation by attracting foreign investors to these cultural festivals. Well, like I said before, it could lead to loss of authentication. I stated the example of the Calabar Carnival that has seen mannerisms and displays that are completely alien to any culture in Nigeria. Excuse me, since when did the Igbo start lighting Christmas trees during their festival? Since when did Yoruba start lighting Christmas trees during their festivals? This involvement of the foreign investors in our cultures is what is keeping us perpetually enslaved to the Western world, allowing them to meddle in our politics, cultures, and whatever, whenever they please. What business has a foreign person with our Nigerian cultures? You also talked about historical education. That's none of the government's business. The government, although, can contribute by building museums to aid cultural preservation, but they do not have to fund cultural festivals for them to be able to preserve our cultures. The image of our country, Nigeria, is in unity. Is when our citizens and the government are able to work hand in hand to be able to contribute positively to the growth of our country, not by investing funds that the government can use to better the country, to contribute to masquerade parades, and the rest. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your rebuttal round. Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous of Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt. And now we move over to our opponent, Orike Bestman Isioma of Community Secondary School, Port Harcourt.
All right, Bestman, are you ready? Your 4 minutes starts now.
My co-debater has painted a compelling picture, one filled with conviction and confidence. But just because the picture is vivid does not mean it's true. Let me expose the blind spots she conveniently ignored in no particular order. Firstly, my opponent said government should focus on a basic amenities. But development without culture is like a well-dressed corpse, impressive but lifeless. Tell me, what use is a smooth road if it leads to a land where culture is dead? You see, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. In the same way, all work and no play make Nigeria a dull nation. Moving on, my opponent talked on corruption. Corruption is not an excuse to abandon duty. Let me quote Kofi Annan when he said, "The cure for corruption is greater transparency, not withdrawal." Lagos State has invested over 8,470,000 naira in cultural activities, and its work. If rat eats yam, the farmer build a better barn. He does not stop farming. You see, we don't throw the baby out with the bath water. Also, my opponent talked on economic burden. On the contrary, cultural festivals are economic engines. They generate jobs and revenue. According to the Nigeria Tourism Development Authority, cultural festivals contribute billions to local. Cultural festival contributes billions annually to local economies. Also, my opponent talked on mismanagement. But my dear opponent, if we can fund sports, if we can fund infrastructure, if we can fund election with a system of accountability, then also we can also fund cultural festival. We can also fund cultural festival transparently. I still can't believe why my opponent would advance. Why my opponent would advance a blatant fallacy as a point of competition. Also, my opponent talked on bias and inequality. Nigeria is a land of over 250 ethnic groups. Funding cultural festival does not mean promoting one culture over another. Instead, it ensures inclusivity. Take note of this word, inclusivity, which also means unity. Also, my opponent talked on taxpayer burden. On the contrary, taxpayer gain more than what they give. According to Wole Soyinka, a nation's culture is its greatest wealth. If you think culture is expensive, try losing it. The goat you feed today becomes the feast tomorrow. Also, let me correct one misconception. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that government should. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that government should own our culture or control our festival. What I'm saying is simple. Government should support through funding. Government should fund and support festival through funding. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
Well done. You did have close to a minute to spare, but it's a wrap for you. Thank you very, very much. That was Orike Bestman Isioma, 15-year-old Community Secondary School, Port Harcourt student. Before him, you heard his opponent, Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous of Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt. Both 15, both going to SS3, both brilliant, both are sources of hope for this country and for the world. We'll take another break.
Yes. And when we return, it'll be time for the closing argument. Stay with us.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezy. That is Obiwezy.
Welcome back, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Nigeria. This is still the Tournament of Champions, and it's been a very interesting battle between Orike, Bestman, Isioma, and Tayo Marvellous. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to go into the closing arguments.
This is it, people. There's no coming back from here, unless, of course, you are saved by the judge's wild card. Tayo, Bestman, let's do this one more time.
All right, well, reversing the roles back to how it was from the beginning. So we're coming back to you, Bestman. This particular category is 3 minutes. So you both have 3 minutes. Are you ready? Your 3 minutes starts now.
All protocols duly observed. I remain Orike, Bestman, Isioma, and this is my conclusion on the matter. First of all, let us consider the story of a young artist named Adeze, who had passion for Igbo traditional dance. Despite her talent, Adeze struggled to find funding to showcase her art. However, when the government provided funding for a local cultural festival, Adeze's dance troupe was able to perform and their talent was celebrated by the entire community. Just like Adeze, many Nigerians struggle to find funding to showcase their talent. This story illustrates the impact of government on funding cultural festivals. The Nigerian Constitution itself supports this motion. Section 21 directs states to protect, preserve, and promote Nigerian culture. Section 18 further instructs government to provide facilities and leisure for cultural life. In 2023, many Nigerians attended the Osun Osogbo Festival. It wasn't just beat and batter drums, it was reconciliation. Christians, Muslims, and traditionally celebrated side by side. But behind the joy, they saw something else. Worn out stages, underpaid performers, and organizers begging for sponsorship. A festival rich in heritage, poor in funding. Let me tell you how truth, not just emotion. The Agungu Festival in KB has attracted over 100,000 investors thanks to government involvement. In Lagos, the Air Festival doesn't just honor ancestors, it boosts hotels, food vendors, artisans, and security agents. I have watched dancers who cry because their state troupe can't provide transportation to Nafis. I've met artists who gave up because no platform valued their craft. Sometimes I wonder, what if the next Nathaniel Bassey is a village drummer who never got heard? What if the next Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is a festival storyteller with no audience? Nigeria is not just Oi. Nigeria is not just Chidiping. Nigeria is Nok. Nigeria is Benin Bros. Nigeria is Sharo, Doba, New Yam, Oroshu, Ofala, Eyo, Agungun. Cultural festivals are Nigerians' living DNA. They are what Boko Haram couldn't destroy. They are what colonialism couldn't erase. Let us not erase it ourselves through silence. I am a proud citizen of Oba Ebman local government in Rivers State, and my culture is my pride. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was a finish with a flourish. Thoroughly loved it. Again, you spared over half a minute in your closing, but glorious nonetheless. Orike, Bestman, Isioma of Community Secondary School, Port Harcourt.
Marvellous. Are you ready? You have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
You see, Bestman, I am not anti-culture. I'm pro-common sense. When inflation bites, when millions are displaced, when water and hospitals lag, public funds should be a lifeline, not a hype man. Section 14 of Nigeria's constitution says secure and safeguard citizens' welfare. That is the purpose of government, not throwing parties. Now consider the statistics. According to UNICEF, Nigeria has the highest number of out-of-school children globally, with 18.3 million children currently not in school. 3.3 million internally displaced people due to flooding and insecurity. 1,047 deaths per 100,000 life births as a maternal mortality rates. Global hunger index of 28.3%, indicating serious hunger situations in the country. Ranking 16th most hungry culture in the world. 16th most hungry nation in the world, rather, with 91 million people currently food insecure, according to Global Hunger Index. 75% of our population lacking access to potable water, and 90% lacking access to wash water, sanitation, and hygiene, according to the WASH norm. Inability to sustain any refinery at 100% optimum capacity. The list is endless. You see, we should, as Nigeria's government should consider funding relief and resilience, not jamborees. Culture tries best when the people survive first. You know, one of the reasons Nigeria plunged downwards economically was the hosting of Festac in 1977. Consuming about 142 billion naira, the scale of this event was staggering. People from all over the world came. Massive infrastructure was built in Lagos and Kaduna, amongst which the Festac town with 5,000 luxury housing units, the 5,000-seater theatre, and imported vehicles from all over the world. Sounds good, right? Now, what was the outcome of these festivals? Debts that Nigeria is yet to recover from up till now, almost 5 decades later. Revenues from these festivals were not properly accounted for. People permanently displaced from their ancestral homes, losing both businesses and houses without adequate compensation. Massive infrastructure built and left to waste away. A visit to the Festac town now will sadden the heart of anyone that means well for Nigeria. Economic boom, of course, that lasted for 1 month. But as the guests returned home, Nigeria returned to square one. To sum it all up, all proceeds from the much celebrated festival could not shield Nigeria from the accompanying economic doom. You see now that it's upside down. Now to the real opportunity cost. Independence reporting on basic primary healthcare centers shows that the cost of a primary healthcare center in Nigeria is about 12 to 30 million naira. So now we see that 1 billion naira, an amount commonly splashed around for big parties and events, could be used to build roughly 33 to 83 primary healthcare centers, drastically reducing our maternal mortality rates. Should the government consider funding any event, then they should consider funding the I Beg to Differ student debates, where intellectual discussions that redirect Nigeria to the path of productiveness are bettered. What about STEM competitions? What about quizzes? What about academic competitions that could actually bet something productive, not masquerade displays? Also, we also think that these festivals provide us with jobs. Well, they do, but do you know that these jobs are not sustainable? After the festivals, the jobs become useless. Of course. Thank you.
All right. Always land. Always land. Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous, 15-year-old SS3 student of Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt. Well done, Tayo. Before her, Orike Bestman, Isioma, also 15, of Community Secondary School, Port Harcourt, also a new SS3 student. The contestants have done their bit. It's out of their hands now. The judges are checking their scoring, crossing T's, dotting I's. And even as the judges do that, I would ask, maybe when they are done, please look at the scoring of the second debate, of the first debate again. That's between Excel and the Feoluwa. Just look at it again. I think the Feoluwa column, I think something is missing there. We had the figures, but the total is not there just for our records. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just from my end, but please, Chief Judge Chike, please confirm when you're done that the official record is intact. All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone. Diction judge and coach Yvonne has imputed her score. Does that mean she's ready for us?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yvonne, over to you.
Thank you. Well done, Marvellous and Bestman. Well done. I'll start with Marvellous. You say above, not above. Above, okay? You say above. Imagine if each ethnic groups. There's a problem with that expression. Each indicates one. So you meant to say imagine if each ethnic group, as opposed to imagine if each ethnic groups, okay? You say borrow, not borrow. You say borrow. Faith is a belief. Fate is destiny. And that's why it's important to pronounce them as such. You say faith, lack of faith, not lack of fate, because fate is destiny. You also say
There's a difference between debate on and debate. Okay? There was a debate on the topic. You use debate on when you're using debate as a noun. However, when you're using debate as a verb, it is transitive. It takes a direct object. So the topic we're debating today is, we're debating cultural festivals should blah, 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 blah. Not we're debating on cultural festivals should blah, blah, blah. Okay? You say birthed, not birthed. Birthed. Okay? Not birthed. You also say that Nigeria has yet to recover from. Has yet to recover from, not is yet to recover from. There's a difference between authentication and authenticity. To authenticate is to prove that something is genuine. Authenticity is the state of being genuine. So you meant to say erosion of authenticity, not authentication. Okay? Authenticate is a verb. Authenticity is a noun. It's a state of being. Maintenance, not maintenance. Maintenance. Okay? You say maintenance, not maintenance. You say development, not development. Development. I'll stop here and come to Bestman. Bestman, darling, try not to insert R where R doesn't exist. So you don't say because. You don't say festivals. You don't say focus. Please don't say focus. Okay? You don't say focus. You don't say festivals. You don't say because. There is no R anywhere in any of those words. You say focus. You say because. You say festival. Okay? You also say for ethnic groups, when using a noun that has a plural sense, always make sure you communicate it as such. For example, you said gathering over 250 ethnic group. You should have said over 250 ethnic groups. Okay? That also occurred elsewhere. It is all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Not all work and no play make. Okay? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Blatant, not blatant. Blatant. You also say a land with over 250 ethnic groups. Again, make sure what you say agrees a number. You say bronze, not bronze. How do you say that festival in Lagos, Femi? Eyo, right? Eyo festival. I had to give it to one of you.
Eyo is dodo. Eyo. Like you are saying dodo.
Okay, dodo. Eyo festival. There's a difference between silent and silence.
Not Mimi Eyo.
There's a difference between silent and silence, okay? Silent is an adjective. Silence is a noun. You're silent, not you are silence. Okay? Good. I'll leave it here. Over to you, lady and gentleman.
Well done.
I must comment that
ahead.
I received a stray bullet, and I told the judges from one of the debaters, we like our Calabar festival. Leave us alone.
All right. All said and done. It's decision time. For this final debate of the second round, the round of 12, these are the scores. In the first round, Judge Ikechi scores it 10 to 9.5 for Bestman. Judge Majid has it down as a tie, 10-10. So does Judge Chike, a tie, 10-10. Judge Ufoma, on the other hand, has it as 10-9 for Tayo. So Tayo leads by half a point, 39.5 to 39. The rebuttal round. Three of the judges has it at 10 to 9.5. Judges Ikechi, Majid, and Ufoma, 10 to 9.5. Judge Chike has it at 10 to 9. All for Tayo. It's 40 to 37.5 in the first round. So, the lead jumps to 3. 3 points separating both of them. Into the final round we go. Judge Ikechi has it down as a tie, 10-10. But judges Ufoma, Chike, and Majid all have it down as 10 to 9.5. Diction scoring, Judge Yvonne couldn't choose between the two of you. It's a tie. So these 3 judges have the last round in favor of the winner. It's 40 to 38.5 in that round. Taking the total points, total tally, to 129.5 to 125 points. It's a 4.5 difference for your winner. From Air Force Secondary School, Port Harcourt, Tayo Akinwande, Marvellous. Congratulations, Tayo. Well done. Well done. All right. You did enough to scale through. You must be proud.
I am.
Well done.
Bestman. You came close, but you were found wanting only slightly. It's a 4.5 point swing. That means it was close. You did a good job in the opening. You lost that, but it was slight by half a point. Your weakest round was your rebuttal round.
Yeah.
Where it swung 2.5 points to your opponent. The final round also swung to her, but only 1.5 points. I should think. Hold on. Yes, 1.5 points. Well done.
Well done.
It's okay to feel disappointed and disheartened, but you must be proud of what you've done. In 2 debates, you've given a good account of yourself. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Comment.
No comment. All right. Fair enough.
You did well. You came far
Fair
enough.
enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And so, people, the final word of the round of 12 has been spoken. Tayo has risen in triumph, outlasting and besting Bestman in a contest that tested wit, will, and wisdom. Yet for Bestman, the story is not quite finished. He does not walk away defeated outright. He waits, as do Excel and Malizu. In that tense purgatory where numbers and impressions must be weighed. Only one amongst them will be granted the solitary best loser's ticket, the wildcard, into the quarterfinals. One more chance, one more breath of life in this unforgiving tournament. The battles are over, the arguments are sealed, and now destiny sits in the hands of the judges. Their verdict will decide who stays and who must finally bid farewell. While we wait, Maryann, please do us the honors of taking some comments and perhaps some calls.
So many messages. Someone says, "Nah, so girls they take all." It means the girls are taking. You know, Femi, we started up by saying maybe the season was going to go to the boys,
but the boys ruled yesterday.
Yeah, well,
the first two debates the boys won.
Well,
and then only in the last debate of yesterday did the girl win.
Yeah, well, but today it's just the girls.
Yes, just the girls. It happens.
Tifataya says, congratulations.
By the way, don't mess with the girls. Huh?
Tifataya says, congratulations, Taya. Bestman did a great job as well. Testing team says, once again, the rebuttal round separates the debaters. That is the round you prove your mettle as a debater. Emily Ward, who says they are all good, though. KG Nesta here says, congratulations, Marvellous. I thought as much. Well done. Samuel Ajay here says, both of them did very well. I love them. Okay. This one says, Bestman, kudos. You did well too. She gave a better fight. MLKK sent that message. Shalom Adeyemi says, excellent delivery for a finish, Bestman. And Abiodun Latif says, the best illustration of why government shouldn't support any cultural event is Festax reference. Well, these kids are teaching us or reminding us of some history that maybe we must have forgotten. Let me go to Facebook Live quickly and read some of the messages. Maybe we will even have time for calls, Femi.
Perhaps we will. By the way, please, we have some time. Let's take some calls, but please, for the benefits of, let's give you the number. Let's try to reel out the numbers slowly.
All right. The female line 02012770993. I'll take it slowly again. That's for the male line. Sorry, 02012770993.
That is your slow. This is my slow. 020127700993. For the guys, for the gentlemen, a general line. And for the ladies. 0201465790. Once again, 0201465790. We implore you, gentlemen, to please not call the ladies' line unless, of course, we ask you to, if there's anything wrong with your line.
Well, your line is working, so stick to your lines, please. Hello.
Yeah, we certainly will stick to our line. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What's your name, sir?
Awesome. My name is Adidayo. I am excited to speak with you, Mr. Femi.
Yes, please.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do. Providence will celebrate you.
Amen to that.
To the kids, brilliant. To their chaperone, God bless you. For everybody, for every ounce of brain. I don't know if that is Principal Yvonne. Because I don't know if there's anything as such.
Don't worry, you're allowed. You're not
or
later.
every synapse of electrical spark in the head that has come up with this. Thank you. Well done.
Thank
you. Look, when I'm bringing the kids back from school, they look forward to listening in. Thank you so much. I am so proud. I am excited. This is quality program. This is what it is. This is what it's about. I celebrate your station, every single one of you, what you stand for. And to the children, they have done excellently well.
Thank you.
Every single one of them, marshalling the points and all that. I can go on and on, but I am thankful. I am just grateful.
You.
I pray a lot they should jump on this. Yeah. We want to begin to call them out now, please. This is it. This is what it's all about.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
So much.
Thank you very much.
And
I appreciate
we send our love to the kids who are also listening in the car. Hello.
Hello.
We just said that you should not call the female line. Sir? Why are you calling the female line? Hello.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Thank you. My name is Muriel. and I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay. Oh, lovely.
Maryann,
Yeah.
we miss you.
I miss you guys too.
Oh, wow. And I want to say a big congratulations to Bestman. Bestman, please don't feel bad. We are proud. So proud of you. We're talking about you. We're listening to you. You made us proud. And don't lose hope. You've not lost completely. You're still in line. Hopefully you will come out, but we love you. You've done us proud. And to Tayo, woo! I love you so much. And I stay very close to your school, Tayo. Truly, when you come back, I would love to see you. You are wonderful. I say, may God help you. You do more. You do good. You're making us proud, all of you. You are wonderful. And this is so fair. I've been listening from the beginning. Everything is absolutely fair. The people I thought to win, those are the ones that are eventually won. You people are wonderful. Love you, Maryann.
Thank you. Love you too. Oh, I love my Port Harcourt people. Hello.
Hi.
Please turn off your radio. Turn off your radio, please.
I've done that.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Osita Lukama from Abuja, Dugbe in Abuja.
Lovely.
Yes. Wow, the keys are good. Okay. If I think the judges will have a very hard time deciding the best. Okay. So I said to the who is that person? The boy that just lost the last.
Bestman.
Bestman. The boy is good. Okay, the boy is good, and he shouldn't lose. So maybe he will return back as Wildcard, and even if he doesn't, better luck next time. That's my take. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. He needs all the encouragement he can get. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
My name is Goodness, calling from Port Harcourt.
Hi, Goodness. How old are you?
Hello.
How old are you, Goodness?
Yes. I think that Desmond shy, but he didn't end well in his minutes. But all thanks to
Bestman, please don't cry. It's tough. It's a competition. Hello.
Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Bless. I'm calling from Nigeria. Good afternoon, everybody.
How are you doing?
Fine. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Yeah, congratulations to the winners. And there's no one that failed. As for me, I'm not judging ahead. Both of them on my own.
Okay.
Both for my own self, and they don't pass.
All right.
So, listen, and I love the debate. There's something I wanted to say. You see, this is the reason why I always say in our teaching in this country, we teach with no sense. Now, the responsibility of those children teacher now, look at the responsibility is what
okay, that's what Yvonne is doing. I'm so sorry, I have to let you go, but thank you so much for calling.
Yes, let's quickly take this break. We'll come back and close shortly.
Yes.
Hey there, mums and dads. Did you know that some children are picky eaters and also do not get enough fruits and vegetables from their diet? Well Kid Baby and Infant Syrup is a food supplement from Vitabiotics that contains 14 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and zinc, as well as flaxseed oil, which supports brain development and all-round health. Well Kid Baby and Infant Tasty Syrup is for children 3 months to 5 years of age. Give your young ones a good start with Well Kid Baby and Infant from Vitabiotics UK. Available in pharmacies near you.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home. The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Na so I did on my own. Na a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click Fiam. Na so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey, if to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI-powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me self they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious, rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Okay now, dependable insurance. After God, you are the next insurance. See as the boys the Allah. All the ladies the Allah. Insure your car protection from accidents. Unforeseen loss, you can see them. Mistakes are meant to happen. If you don't jam the car, they'll jam yours. Will you beat them? Yes, you will get them arrested. Your plans for that day is affected. You waste your money, you waste energy. You tax how you can be protected.
Get the protection that pays today. Call 0700 AXA Mansa to get a motor insurance that pays. AXA, know you can.
My ions, please, can't get enough. My ions, please, give it to me now, now. It gon' rehydrate you, yeah. Replenish your ions with Pocari Sweat. Rehydrate you faster, easy we observe. Pocari Sweat, give me some more. Pocari Sweat. Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Crema. Where you need to have the break time. Kivo Crema. If not tea, Papa Garita. Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema. I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stop?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
It's amazing how your child grows up before enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4, nourish your child's potential.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry, speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
So as we return, just a couple of things to complete. The judges have decided on who the strongest debater today is. And that decision is made in favor of... Let me double check again. Hang on a second. Yeah, this is the decision. The best debater of the 3 victors today, Ifeoluwa Kokoete and Tayo. God's goodness, Kokoete, best debater of the day, which means you will go up against whoever is saved by the bell today. It also means Tayo and Ifeoluwa will face each other in the quarterfinals on Thursday. Thursday, quarterfinals. All right? So, the quarterfinal pairing of God's Goodness, Kokoete, best debater today. And so let me be very sure. I just want confirmation as to which of those debates will be first. Yes, God's Goodness, your debate will be first. All right, let me double check.
All right, Lagos, while we wait to double check before we announce, let's read some more messages that are coming in. Nana Victor here on Facebook Live says, congrats to Tayo, Bestman. Cheer up, be magnanimous in defeat. You did excellently well, but Tayo did better and deserves the win. Smith Grace says, Bestman, I got your back. Even if you lose, I've got something big for you. So Smith Grace, we're holding you to this message that you have posted. Owoware Olayinka says, cheer up, Bestman, better luck next time. And this one's from Oluchukwu Grace says, congratulations, marvelous. Debo Williams says, well done, Tayo. Bestman, you're a winner, dear. You did well. All right.
All right. At this point, sorry, we had to double check. We had to double check the topics for the next debate. Before we give you the topic, this is just to announce that the winner of the Wildcard entry of Bestman, Malizu, and Excel, the person who has received the most votes from the judges and who will progress and face God's Goodness, Kokoete, in the first debate of Thursday is Oma Benedi Excel. Congratulations. Congratulations. So we'll quickly do this. So it is Benedi Excel up against God's Goodness Kokwete. Could you do me the honors? Please choose sides quickly.
Which side?
Choose a side.
Okay.
Okay.
Left.
The lady takes the left. The gentleman.
Can you let us know what
lady,
side?
just let us know what side you will be debating. We only need to know your side. Talking to the mic.
I'm supporting the
You are
motion.
supporting the motion, meaning Benedi Excel
Is opposing.
it will be opposing. And so between Tayo and Ifeoluwa, choose left or right. Who wants to go? Left or right? You take right. Ifeoluwa, Tayo, you take left. Let us know how you've chosen. Yes?
I'm supporting.
You are supporting. Tayo will be supporting on Thursday in the second debate of Thursday. Ifeoluwa will be opposing. It is then complete.
Yes.
And with that, what I'll call the sound of tonight's final gavel, the second round of I Beg to Differ national finals has come to an end. 6 fierce debates from yesterday. 12 voices that stood tall. And now 8 who march on into the crucible of the quarterfinals. What a journey it has been. Every round has been a reminder that the brilliance of Nigeria's future is already alive in its present, and we are proud. Yesterday we saw Majesty power through. Akinluluwa edge past Helen, and Esther silence David in a contest of will. Today, God's Goodness proved too strong. Tayo claimed her victory, and amidst it all, Helen, though once defeated, was saved to fight another day. 4 contenders have now taken their bow. Ruth, David, Malizu, and Bestman. They leave not as the forgotten, but as part of the living story of this tournament. Their courage, their arguments, their spark have enriched the stage. And though their journeys here end, they step away as champions in their own right. But for 8 others, the road stretches forward, narrower, sharper, and even more unforgiving. The quarterfinals await. Majesty versus Helen tomorrow. Akinluluwa versus Esther tomorrow. God's Goodness versus Excel on Thursday. Tayo versus Ifeoluwa on Thursday. Each pairing promises a clash of intellect and passion. Each debate a potential classic. The second round may be over, but the true battles are only just beginning. The quarterfinals will be war. Take it from me. It starts at 4 p.m. right here tomorrow. If you miss, you lose. So join us here tomorrow.
All right, I cannot wait for tomorrow, but we want to thank you all. Thank you to all our sponsors, the guys in the back end who have made everything happen. We appreciate you, Sheriff. All our judges, we love you. And all the parents that came with the debaters, we appreciate you. See you tomorrow. My name is Maryann Okon.
I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. On behalf of the entire team, Tunde Abdul Salam, Kenneth Odueme, Olamide Faduju, Mercy. Oh, who am I leaving out? Forgive me if I do leave you out. For all the hard work you guys put into this to make sure we go out every day. To our sponsors and supporters, Obi Weezy, Ejanla Foods, Diamonds and Pearls, Marcy Children's Schools, Chrisland Schools,
yes,
and of course the Lekki Conservation, the Conservation.
Yes, we appreciate them.
Foundation.
And this one goes to the government of Lagos State and everybody else who's listening. The government of Rivers State, the FCT government. The students called you out today. This is what you should be supporting, not the festivals. We love you.
The greatest thanks goes to you, our listening audience. Bless your glorious hearts. See you at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
With all the stories that make the news,
the headlines,
the caption, the breaking news,
details of the stories.
Let's talk about these and more on 99.3.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's not just the news or information.
It is more than you ask for.
What is our ship? When you got to say this organization is meant to help us out.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.